English alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. English alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Introducing yourself. Saying your name. You can greet people by saying hello or hi. Introduce yourself using I am. You may also need to spell out the letters of your name. There are different ways of greeting someone and introducing yourself. Hello, I'm Peter. This can be a formal or informal greeting. You can use I am plus your name to introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Anna. This is an informal greeting. It is often used in casual conversation. You can also use my name is plus your name to introduce yourself. Other ways to say your name. In conversational English, speakers often use contractions. These are shortened versions of pairs of words. I am Alex. I'm Alex. You can contract I am to I'm. My name is Ben. My name's Ben. You can contract name is to names. How to form saying your name. Subject plus to be plus name. My name is Peter. I'm Vladislav. Spelling your name. How do you spell your first name? This is how you ask someone to spell their first name. My name is Peter. P-E-T-E-R. You say each letter. How do you spell your last name? This is how you ask someone to spell their last name. My last name is Kodzbash. K-O-D-Z-H-E-B-A-S-H. How do you spell your full name? This is your first name and your last name. My full name is Peter Kodzbash. P-E-T-E-R-K-O-D-Z-H-E-B-A-S-H. New vocabulary. Countries. Nationalities. United States. American. United Kingdom. British. Canada. Canadian. Russia. Russian. Mexico. Mexican. Spain. Spanish. Turkey. Turkish. China. Chinese. Japan. Japanese. France. French. New vocabulary. Countries. Nationalities. United States. American. United Kingdom. British. Canada. Canadian. Russia. Russian. Mexico. Mexican. Spain. Spanish. Turkey. Turkish. China. Chinese. Japan. Japanese. France. French. Talking about yourself. It's really useful to know how to say your age and where you come from. We can use the verb to be to talk about these topics. Saying your age. Use the verb to be to talk about your age. How old are you? I am 23 years old. The verb to be changes with the subject. More examples. Alex is 9 years old. I'm 25 today. Max and Ben, 17. My mother is 45 years old. How to form saying your age. Subject plus to be plus age. I am 23 years old. You are 23 years old. He, she, it is 23 years old. We, they, 23 years old. These are pronouns. They are the subject of these sentences. The verb changes with the subject. The number can be followed by years old. New vocabulary. Numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Saying where you're from. There are different ways of saying where you're from. Where are you from? Where is the question word for place. I'm from Russia. Remember, to be changes with the subject. What nationality are you? This describes the country that you belong to. I am Russian. You use an adjective to talk about nationality. Further examples. I am American. We're British. I'm from France. I'm French. How to form saying where you're from. I plus to be plus from plus country. I'm from France. You use the noun after from. He is from Russia. They are from Mexico. Vocabulary. Pets. Cat, dog, rabbit, fish, parrot, pig, chicken, sheep, cow, horse, snake, tortoise, hamster. Vocabulary. Pets. Cat, dog, rabbit, fish, parrot, pig, chicken, sheep, cow, horse, snake, tortoise, hamster. Things you have. Possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives tell you who something, such as a pet, belongs to. This and that are determiners. They point out a specific object or person. Possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are used before the noun. They change depending on whether the owner is singular, plural, male, or female, the person you are talking to, or yourself. Bob is my cat. I own the cat. Back is her dog. The dog belongs to a woman. Anna is our daughter. We are her parents. Jack is your snake. The snake belongs to you. Derek is his parrot. The parrot belongs to a man. Peter is their son. They are his parents. How to form possessive adjectives. I, my dog. You, your pig. He, his rabbit. She, her cat. It, its ball. We, our horse. They, their son. This and that. This and that are called determiners. They point out a specific object you want to talk about. Use this for something close to you. Use that for something farther away. This is my cat. The dog is close to you. That is my cat. The dog is farther away from you. More examples. This is your dog. This is her cat. This is your rabbit. That is her horse. That is its ball. This is its ball. Apostrophes. In English, you can use apostrophes to show belonging. You can use them to show who owns something, such as a pet, and to talk about your family. Apostrophe with S. Add an apostrophe and the letter S to the end of a singular noun to show that what comes after the noun belongs to it. The father of Peter. This form is correct in English, but it is not normally used. Peter's father. This is a common way of talking about belonging. An apostrophe with an S shows ownership. More examples. Ben's mother. Peter's dog. Anna's cat. Jack's father. Sam's car. Peter's son. Apostrophes and plural nouns. To show belonging with a plural noun, you can add an apostrophe with no S. Peter parents' cat. Plural nouns use an apostrophe with no S. This is my cousin's house. This is my grandparents' car. Back is brother's dog. Polly is our children's pig. For plural nouns that don't need an S, you should still add an S. New vocabulary, everyday things. Wallet, keys, coins, bottle of water, sandwich, phone, apple, earphones, camera, laptop, tablet, pen, pencil, notebook, book, letter. New vocabulary, everyday things. Wallet, keys, coins, bottle of water, sandwich, phone, apple, earphones, camera, laptop, tablet, pen, pencil, notebook, book, letter. New vocabulary, everyday things. Newspaper, mirror, map, toothbrush, hairbrush, umbrella, dictionary, glasses, sunglasses, watch, passport, ID card. New vocabulary, everyday things. Newspaper, mirror, map, toothbrush, hairbrush, umbrella, dictionary, glasses, sunglasses, watch, passport, ID card. Talking about your things. We use these and those when you are referring to more than one thing. To show who owns a thing, you can use determiners or possessive pronouns. Using these and those. This is my dog. Use this for something near you. These are my dogs. These is the plural of this. That is my dog. Use that for something far from you. Those are my dogs. Those is the plural of that. These are my dogs, and those are my dogs. Use these and those for contrast too. These things belong to one person. Those things belong to another person. Spelling rules for plurals. For most nouns, to make the plural, you add s. Car, cars. Box, boxes. For nouns ending in x, ch, and sh, you add es. Watch, watches. Brush, brushes. For nouns ending in a consonant followed by a y, drop the y and add ies. Dictionary, dictionaries. Determiners and pronouns. You can use determiners or possessive pronouns to explain who owns something. How to form: my, mine. Your, yours. His, his. Her, hers. It, its. Our, ours. Their, theirs. These are my books. The determiner comes before the noun. These books are mine. The noun comes before the verb. The possessive pronoun is used after the verb. New vocabulary: jobs, driver, chef, gardener, vet, actor, cleaner, doctor, nurse, police officer, farmer, firefighter, builder, artist, waiter, businessman. New vocabulary: jobs, driver, chef, gardener, vet, actor, cleaner, doctor, nurse, police officer, farmer, firefighter, builder, artist, waiter, businessman. Talking about your job. You can use the verb to be to describe your job. The verb to work can give more information about where you work and who you work with. I am a doctor. I'm a doctor. Use to be before the job noun. Use a before a noun beginning with a consonant. You can use contractions for these statements. I'm an actor. Use an before a noun beginning with a vowel. They are cleaners. There is no article before a plural. New vocabulary: workplaces, office, farm, school, restaurant, laboratory, hospital, construction site. Inside and outside. Waiters work inside. Use inside for jobs in buildings. A farmer works outside. Use outside for jobs in the open air. Using work in and work on. I work in a hospital. Use work in for the locations of most jobs. I work on a farm. I work on a construction farm. Use work on for farms and construction sites. Work with. I work with animals. Use work with followed by a noun that relates to your job. Vocabulary: work with. Animals, plants, food, people, children, people. Telling the time. There are two ways of saying the time in English. You can use hours and minutes, or you can say the minutes first and state their relation to the hour. Use the verb to be when giving or asking the time in English. What time is it? It's 5. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5:15. It's 5:15. It's 5:30. It's 5:30. It's 5:45. It's 5:45. It's 6:25. New vocabulary. Daily routines. Part 1. Wake up. Get up. Have shower. Have a bath. Brush your hair. Eat breakfast. Go to work. Go to school. Buy groceries. Go home. Cook dinner. eat dinner. Times of the day: day, night, dawn, morning. New vocabulary: daily routines. Part 1. Wake up, get up, have shower, have a bath, brush your hair, eat breakfast, go to work, go to school, buy groceries, go home, cook dinner, eat dinner. Times of the day: day, night, dawn, morning. New vocabulary: daily routines. Part 2. Iron shirt, get dressed, brush teeth, wash your face, start work, eat lunch, finish work, leave work, clean the table, wash the dishes, walk the dog, go to bed. Times of the day: afternoon, dusk, evening, late evening. New vocabulary: daily routines. Part 2. Iron shirt, get dressed, brush teeth, wash your face, start work, eat lunch, finish work, leave work, clean the table, wash the dishes, walk the dog, go to bed. Times of the day: afternoon, dusk, evening, late evening. Describing your day: the present simple. Use the present simple tense to talk about the things you do regularly. For example, when you normally go to work or eat lunch. The present simple. To make the present simple, use the base form of the verb, the infinitive without to. I eat lunch at noon every day. The base form of the verb to eat. He eats lunch at 2 p.m. every day. With he, she, and it, add s to the base form. More examples. I get up at 7 o'clock. We start work at 10 o'clock. She leaves work at 5 p.m. They get up at 8:30 a.m. He starts work at 9 a.m. Peter leaves work at 3 p.m. How to form the present simple. Subject plus verb plus rest of the sentence. I, you, we, they eat lunch at 2 p.m. every day. He, she, it eats lunch at 2 p.m. every day. With he, she, and it, add s. S and es endings. With some verbs, you add es for he, she, and it. These include verbs ending sh, ch, o, ss, x, and z. I eat dinner. She eats dinner. For most verbs, just add s. I finish work. He finishes work. Add es to verbs ending sh. I watch TV. She watches TV. Add es to verbs ending in ch. Describing your week. You can talk about your usual weekly activities using the present simple with time phrases. Time phrases are often formed using prepositions and days of the week. Days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend. Prepositions and days of the week. Alex goes to work on Mondays. Use on before the day of the week to say the day you do something. You can add -s to the day of the week to show that the thing happens regularly on that day. Alex works from Monday to Friday. Use from to say the day you start doing something. Use to say the day you finish doing something. I watch TV on the weekend. I watch TV at the weekend. On the weekend is more common in the US. At the weekend is more common in the UK. Vocabulary frequency phrases. Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every day. How to form using frequency phrases. The frequency phrase usually goes at the end of the sentence. Present simple plus frequency. Peter goes to the gym twice a week. More examples. He goes to work 3 times a week. I go swimming 4 times a week. We eat dinner at 7 p.m. every day. They watch TV 5 times a week. Negatives with to be. You make a sentence negative by using not or its short form, nt. Negative sentences with the verb to be have different rules than negatives with other verbs. Negatives with the verb to be. I am a businessman. I'm not a doctor. Add not after to be to make the sentence negative. Not is added to make the sentence negative. More examples. He is not an adult. They are not farmers. We are not actors. It's not 5 o'clock. This is not a pig. That's not my bag. How to form negatives with the verb to be. The verb to be takes the same form in positive and negative sentences. The only difference is adding not. Subject plus verb plus not plus rest of sentence. I am not a doctor. She is not a doctor. We are not doctors. A plural subject is usually followed by a plural noun. Negative short forms. You can contract you are not in 2 ways. You can contract the subject and verb, or you can contract the verb and not. You are not a doctor. You are not a doctor. You aren't a doctor. Are not contracts to aren't. More examples. I am not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. You cannot say I amn't. It is not a pencil. It isn't a pencil. He is not a farmer. He isn't a farmer. We are not waiters. We aren't waiters. She is not American. She isn't American. They are not British. They aren't British. More negatives. Add do not or does not before most verbs in English to make them negative. This is often shortened to don't or doesn't. Present simple negative. Put do not before the verb to make the negative for I, you, we, or they. After he, she, or it, use does not. I work outside. I do not work outside. I work inside. The main verb does not change. He works inside. He does not work inside. He works outside. More examples. You do not have a laptop. He does not live on America. We don't start work at 9 a.m. The house does not have a garage. How to form present simple negative. Use do or does with not, followed by the base form of the main verb, the infinitive without to. Subject plus do or does plus not plus base form plus rest of sentence. I, you, we, they do not work outside. He, she, it doesn't work outside. Contracted negatives. In English, Do not and does not are often contracted to don't and doesn't. I do not work our side. I do not work outside. I don't work outside. He does not work outside. He doesn't work outside. More examples. You don't play soccer. We don't want that cake. She doesn't speak English. He doesn't live near here. Simple questions. To form simple questions with the verb to be, you change the order of the subject and verb. The answer to a simple question usually starts with yes or no. Questions with to be. To make a question using the verb to be, put the verb before the subject. You're British. In a statement, the subject comes before the verb. Are you British? In a question, the verb moves to the start of the sentence. The subject comes after the verb. More examples. Is Peter an actor? Is he French? Are they doctors? Are you a businessman? How to form questions with to be. To be plus subject plus rest of sentence. Am I American? Are you, we, they American? Is he, she, it American? Questions with do and does. For questions without the verb to be, start the question with do or does. You work in an office. Do you work in an office? Add do to questions with I, you, we, and they. She works in a school. Does she work in a school? Add does to questions with he, she, and it. The main verb is in its base form, the infinitive, without to. More examples. Do they live in France? Do you finish your work at 5 p.m. today? Does Peter get up at 6 a.m.? Does the party start at 10 p.m.? Answering questions. When answering questions in English, you can often leave out words to shorten your response. These short answers are often used in spoken English. Short answers. When the question uses the verb to be, use to be in the short answer. If the question uses do or does, so does the short answer. Are you a doctor? Question uses to be. Yes, I am. No, I am not. You don't need to repeat a doctor in your answer. Do you work in an office? Question uses do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. The rest of the sentence is implied. More examples. Does he live here? Question uses does. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do they live in China? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Is your name Peter? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Are you Chinese? Yes, I am. No, I am not. Asking questions. Use question words such as what, who, when, and where to ask open questions that can't be answered with yes or no. Open questions with the verb to be. The question word at the beginning of the question. It is usually followed by the verb to be. My name is Peter. What's your name? The question word goes at the beginning. The question is open because it can't be answered by yes or no. More examples. What's Peter's job? What's in the bag? What is this thing? What is the time? What are we here for? Vocabulary question words. Where, when, who, which, how, why. Example question words. Where is the restaurant? Who is Peter's teacher? When is dinner? Which is your car? Why am I here? How are you? New vocabulary. Around the town. Town. Village. City. Hospital. Bus station. Police station. Train station. Airport. School. Factory. Supermarket. Shop. Pharmacy. Bank. Post office. Library. Museum. Park. Hotel. Cinema. Cafe. Near. Far. There. New vocabulary. Around the town. Town. Village. City. Hospital. Bus station. Police station. Train station. Airport. School. Factory. Supermarket. Shop. Pharmacy. Bank. Post office. Library. Museum. Park. Hotel. Cinema. Cafe. Near. Far. There. Talking about your town. There is, there are. When you talk about things, you can use there is for one and there are for more than one. There isn't and there aren't are the negatives. There is and there are. There is a hospital in my town. Use there is to talk about one thing, singular. There are 3 hospitals in my town. Use there are to talk about more than one, plural. More examples. There is an airport. There are 2 restaurants. There is a hotel. There is not, and there are not any. There is not a school. Add not to make a singular sentence negative. There isn't a school. You can shorten is not to isn't. There are not any schools. Add not any to make a plural sentence negative. There aren't any schools. You can shorten are not to aren't. Another way to say there aren't any. You can use are not instead of aren't any. It means the same thing. There aren't any schools. This is the contracted form of are not. There are no schools. More examples. There are no parks in this town. There are no factories in Moscow. There are no schools in this village. Using a and the. Use the definite article, the, or indefinite article, a or an, to talk about things in specific or general terms. Use some to talk about more than one thing. Use a to talk about a thing. A, an, the. Use a to talk about a thing in general. Use the to talk about a place, person, or thing that you and the listener both know about. I work in a restaurant. Use a because you're talking about your work in general, not the specific place where you work. I work in the restaurant on the main street. Use the because you're talking about the specific building where you work. More examples. Peter is an artist. Use a or an to talk about jobs. Use an before words that start with a vowel. Is there a bank there or a bank near here? Use a with is there and there is. The doctor at my hospital is good. Use the to talk about a particular doctor. I go to the bank on Main Street. Use the to talk about a particular bank. A or some. You can only use a and an for singular nouns. Use some for plurals. There is a hotel in the town. Use a and an to talk about one thing. Hotel is singular. There are some hotels in the town. Use some to talk about more than one thing. Hotel is plural. More examples. There is a bank on the main street. There are some banks on the main street. There is a doctor over there. There are some dogs in the park. Orders and directions. Vocabulary directions. Use imperatives to tell someone to do something. They are also useful to give a warning or to give directions to someone. Imperatives. To make the imperative, use the base form of the verb, the infinitive without to. Stop. The base form of the verb to stop. More examples. Get up. Eat your breakfast. Give that to me. Be careful. Help. Read this book. Giving directions. Go straight ahead. Turn left. Turn right. Go past. Take the first right. Take the second right. Vocabulary directions. Next to, opposite, between, on the corner, behind, in front of, on the right, on the left, crossroads. Joining sentences. And but are conjunctions, words that join statements together. And adds things to a sentence or links sentences together. But introduces a contrast to a sentence. Using and to join sentences. Use and to join two sentences together. There is a cafe. There's a restaurant. Theirs is the same as there is. There is a cafe and a restaurant. You can drop the second theirs when you join sentences using and. More examples. Peter's sister lives and works in America. My father and mother both are doctors. Sam plays video games and watches TV every night. Describing places. Use adjectives to give more information about nouns. For example, to describe a person, building, or place. Using adjectives. Adjectives are usually placed before the noun they describe. She is a busy woman. He is a busy man. Adjectives are the same for male and female nouns. It's busy town. It's busy street. Adjectives are the same for singular and plural nouns. Vocabulary adjectives. Old, new, beautiful, horrible, busy, quiet, small, big. Vocabulary places and scenery. Beach, sea, sand, grass, countryside, tree, hill, river, lake, mountain, cloud, sky. Using quantity phrases. English has many different phrases for quantities when the exact number is not known. There are some buildings. Use some when there is more than one, but you don't know exactly how many. There are a few buildings. Use a few for a small number. There are lots of buildings. Use lots of for a large number. More examples. There are some trees. There are lots of mountains. There are lots of people. There are a few cars. Giving reasons. Use the conjunction because to give a reason for something. You can also use because to answer the question, why? Using because. I live in a countryside because it's beautiful. This is the main clause. Use because before you give the reason. This is the reason. More examples. It's a noisy town because there are lots of cars. My village is quiet because there are a few cars here. The doctor is busy because there are lots of patients. New vocabulary. Around the house. Part 1. Door, bookcase, desk, house, bathroom, shower, toilet, bathtub, living room, armchair, sofa, television. New vocabulary. Around the house. Part 2. Garage, roof, study, bedroom, wardrobe, lamp, bed, attic, garden, kitchen, fridge, stove, sink, dining room, window chair. The things I have. When you talk about things you own, such as furniture or pets, you can use the verb have. You can also use it to talk about your qualifications and the appliances and rooms in your home. Using have. Have is an irregular verb. The third person singular form is has, not haves. I have a yard. She has a yard. Use has for the third person singular. He, she, or it. How to form statements using have. Subject plus have plus object. I, you, we, they have a garage. He, she, it has a garage. Have negatives. Although have is irregular, its negative is formed in the usual way. The negative form can also be contracted as with other verbs. I have a fridge. I do not have a fridge. I don't have a fridge. Do not can be shortened to don't. Peter has a fridge. Peter does not have a fridge. Peter doesn't have a fridge. Do not can be shortened to don't. Use does not instead of do not for she, he, and it. Does not can be shortened to doesn't. Always use have instead of has in the negative. New vocabulary. Household. What do you have? Use questions with have to ask someone about the things they own. Do or does are used to form the question. Asking have questions. Form have questions by adding do or does. You have a laptop. Do you have a laptop? Add do to turn I, you, we, and they statements into question. She has a laptop. Has changes to have in questions. Does she have a laptop? Add does to form questions for he, she, and it. Vocabulary household objects. Toaster, microwave, washing machine, dishwasher, kettle, plate, bowl, cup, knife, fork, spoon. Short answers to have questions. You can give short answers to have questions using do and don't. Do you have a microwave? Add do to form a question. Yes, I do. Use do in the positive answer. No, I don't. Use do not or don't in the negative answer. Practice. Do you have a kettle? Yes, I do. Where is your kettle? My kettle is in a kitchen. How old are you? I'm 37 years old. Do you have a bowl? Yes, I do. Do you have a washing machine? No, I don't. Do you have a dishwasher? Yes, I do. What do you have? I have a microwave, plate, kettle, and fork. New vocabulary. Food and drink. Part 1. Food. Drinks. Meat. Fish. Seafood. Fruit. Vegetables. Bread. Pasta. Rice. Noodles. Potatoes. Milk. Cheese. Butter. Yogurt. Eggs. Sugar. New vocabulary. Food and drink. Part 2. Biscuit. Chocolate. Cake. Cereal. Orange. Banana. Apple. Strawberry. Mango. Burger. Salad. Coffee. Tea. Juice. Water. Lemonade. Practice. Do you eat burgers? Yes, I do. Do you drink tea? No, I don't. Does your mother drink coffee? No, she doesn't. Does your brother eat apples? Yes, she does. How old is your brother? My brother is 20 years old. Does your wife drink water? Yes, she does. Does she drink lemonade? No, she doesn't. What does she drink? She drinks water and tea. How old is your wife? My wife is 27 years old. Counting. In English, nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns can be individually counted. Objects that can't be separated and counted are uncountable. Countable and uncountable nouns. Use a, an, or a number to talk about countable nouns. Some can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns. There is an egg. There are 4 eggs. There are some eggs. Use some when there are more countable things than you can easily count. More examples. 1 sandwich. 1 apple. 4 bananas. 2 burgers. Some milk. Some water. Some sugar. Some spaghetti. Negatives and questions. For both countable and uncountable nouns, use any in negative sentences and questions. Countable nouns. There are some eggs. Use are for positive countable statements. There aren't any eggs. Use aren't for negative countable statements. Are there any eggs? Use are there for countable questions. Uncountable nouns. There is some rice. Use is for positive uncountable statements. There isn't any rice. Use isn't for negative uncountable statements. Is there any rice? Use is there for uncountable questions. Practice. Is there any sugar? Yes, there is some sugar. Are there any apples? No, there aren't any apples. Are there any bananas? Yes, there are 7 bananas. Is there any water? No, there is no any water. Are there any sandwiches? Yes, there is 5 sandwiches. Are you a businessman and doctor? Yes, I am. Vocabulary food containers. How many? How much? Bottle, box, bag, bar, tube, glass, carton, jar. Making uncountable things countable. Uncountable nouns can be made countable if they're placed in containers. Some sugar, a bag of sugar. Some water, a bottle of water. Some cereal, a bowl of cereal. Questions about quantities. You use many to ask questions of countable nouns, and much to ask questions about quantities of uncountable nouns. How many eggs are there? Use many for countable questions. How much rice is there? Use much for uncountable questions. More examples. How many bananas are there? How many apples are there? How much pasta is there? How much chocolate is there? Practice. How much sugar is there? There is some sugar. How many bags of sugar are there? There are 7 bags of sugar. Are there any bags of sugar? Yes, there are 7 bags of sugar. Do you eat sugar? No, I don't. Do you drink water? Yes, I do. Do you eat fruit? Yes, I eat fruit. Do you eat vegetables? No, I don't eat vegetables. Measuring. Use enough when you have the correct number or amount of something. Use too many or too much if you have more than enough. Enough, too many. Use enough, not enough, and too many to talk about quantities of countable nouns. We need 4 eggs. Eggs are countable. Do we have enough? Use enough for questions. We have 2 eggs. That's not enough. You need 4 eggs. 2 is not enough. We have 4 eggs. That's enough. 4 eggs is the correct amount. Enough. We have 5 eggs. That's too many. Enough, too much. Use enough, not enough, and too much to talk about quantities of uncountable nouns. We need 8 ounces of flour. Do we have enough? 4 ounces. Not enough flour. You need 8 ounces of flour. 4 is not enough. 8 ounces. Enough flour. 8 ounces is the correct amount. Enough. 12 ounces. Too much flour. 12 ounces is more than enough. Too much. New vocabulary. Clothes and accessories. T-shirt, blouse, shirt, dress, skirt, pants, jeans, jacket, coat, socks, boots, shoes, sandals, sneakers, scarf, hat, gloves, belt, purse. Clothing sizes and describing clothes. Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, short sleeves, long sleeves, cheap, expensive. Colors: yellow, orange, blue, black, white, red, green, pink, gray, purple. At the shops. You can use many different verbs to talk about what happens when you are shopping. Use to and enough to describe how well clothes fit you. New vocabulary. Shopping verbs. Sarah owns a red hat. Choose a new shirt. Peter sells old clothes. They want new shoes. The hat fits Anna. Let's buy some jackets. Does it fit? In English, you use enough and to with adjectives to describe how well a piece of clothing fits you. Does the sweater fit? No, it's not big enough. Is the sweater too small? The noun comes first when asking if something is the correct size. No, it's big enough. Does the sweater fit? No, it's too big. Describing things. You can use adjectives to give your opinion about things as well as to give factual information. You can use more than one adjective before a noun. Opinion adjectives. Some adjectives give opinions, not facts. This lovely, great, fun, beautiful hat. These are positive adjectives. It's an horrible, terrible, boring, ugly hat. These are negative adjectives. Adjective order. Adjectives usually follow a set order in English. Opinion adjectives come before fact adjectives. This is a lovely green hat. Opinion adjectives come first. Fact adjectives come last. More examples. It's a lovely big house. We have a horrible old cat. This is a great new laptop. Peter has a beautiful old dog. These are ugly purple shoes. She is a brilliant young actor. Vocabulary. Materials. Some words can be used as both nouns to name materials and as adjectives to say what things are made of. Two of the nouns below change when they become adjectives. Wood to wooden and wool to woolen. Wood, plastic, glass, paper, wool, leather, metal, fabric. Sports. Part 1. Running, swimming, sailing, skateboarding, skiing, snowboarding, roller skating, surfing, tennis, golf. Sports. Part 2. Baseball, badminton, basketball, football, rugby, volleyball, cycling, ice hockey, horse riding. Talking about sports. To describe taking part in some sports, you use the verb go plus the gerund. For other sports, you use play plus the noun. Go with a gerund. You can make some verbs into nouns by adding ing to their base forms. These are called gerunds. He goes surfing on the weekend. Go changes with the subject. Add ing to the base form of the verb. More examples. I go swimming once a week. He goes skateboarding twice a month. Do they dancing on Saturday? We don't fish at the lake. He doesn't go cycling with his brother. Does he go sailing in the summer? Spelling gerunds. All gerunds end in ing and are formed following these simple rules. Fish, go fishing. For most verbs, add ing. Skate, go skating. For verbs that end in e, delete the e, then add ing. Play with the noun. For some sports, especially ball games and competitions, you use play with the noun. They play tennis on Sundays. Play changes depending on the subject. The noun is placed after the verb. Hobbies and pastimes. Part 1. Do puzzles. Play chess. Play cards. Play board games. Play video games. Read. Draw. Write. Paint. Take photos. Walk or hike. Cook. Bake. Sew. Knit. Hobbies and pastimes. Part 2. Watch TV. Watch movies. See play. Do exercise. Go to the gym. Do yoga. Listen to music. Go camping. Go out for a meal. Do the gardening. Meet friends. Go on vacation. Go sightseeing. Go shopping. Free time. Adverbs of frequency show how often you do something. From something you do very frequently, like always, to something you don't do at all, like never. Adverbs of frequency. Use adverbs of frequency to say how often you do something. You normally put the adverb between the subject and the verb. I always watch TV at night. I usually eat dinner at 8 p.m. I often walk to work unless it's raining. I sometimes go shopping on the weekend. I never go to gym. I'm too lazy. Adverbs of frequency. Time phrases often go at the ends of sentences using adverbs of frequency. Subject plus adverb of frequency plus activity time phrase. I always watch TV at night. Questions about free time. Use different phrases to ask about the frequency with which someone does an activity and the specific time that they do something. How often do you go on vacation? Use how often to ask about frequency. I usually go vacation once a year. When do you go running? We use when to ask about the day or time. I go on Thursday nights. More examples. How often do you go to the beach? Not very often. When do you go to the gym? On Thursdays and Fridays. Practice. How often do you read books? I read books every day. When do you go walking? I go walking from Monday to Friday. How often do you play chess? I never play chess. What do you play? I play football. How often do you play volleyball? I sometimes play volleyball. How often do you work? I always work. What time do you finish your work? I finish my work at 5 p.m. When do you work? I work from Monday to Thursday. How often do you play video games? I never play video games. How often do you eat your breakfast? I always eat my breakfast. Likes and dislikes. Verbs such as love, like, and hate express your feelings about things. You can use these verbs with nouns or gerunds. Likes and dislikes with nouns. You can use these verbs to talk about nouns. He likes football. I love chocolate. This means you really like it. Peter doesn't like pizza. Use do not or don't and does not or doesn't to make negative statements. They hate coffee. This is stronger than don't like. More examples. I love tea. The dog doesn't like its food. You don't like basketball. Peter hates video games. Likes and dislikes with gerunds. You can use verbs such as like and hate with gerunds to talk about activities. They like playing video games. I love swimming. Anna doesn't like cycling. He hates shopping. Reasons for likes and dislikes. You can use these adjectives to talk about why you like something. Exciting, interesting, tiring, fun, delicious, disgusting, boring. Do questions about likes and dislikes. Use do or does to ask if someone likes something. Do you like tea? Use do to ask a question. Yes, I do. It's delicious. You can use it to avoid repeating the subject. Do you like fishing? No, I don't. It's boring. Why questions about likes and dislikes. You can use why to find out reasons why someone likes or dislikes something. Why do you like basketball? Use why to ask the reason. I love basketball because it's exciting. You can use because to link the two parts of your answer. Why don't you like swimming? I don't like swimming because it is tiring. Practice. Do you like football? No, I don't. Why don't you like football? I don't like football because it's tiring. Do you love fruit and vegetables? Yes, I do. Do you like reading? No, I don't. Why don't you like reading? I don't like reading because it's boring. Why don't you like coffee? I don't like coffee because it's disgusting. Do you like going camping? Yes, I do. Why do you like going camping? I like going camping because it's interesting and exciting. New vocabulary. Music. Classic music. Hip-hop. Jazz. Opera. Rap. Rock. Guitar player. Concert. Festival. Singer. Sing a song. Album. Dance. Microphone. Audience. Musical instruments. Guitar, piano, violin, saxophone, trumpet, drum. Expressing preference. You use like and love to show how much you enjoy something. Favorite is used to identify the thing you love most in a group. Using favorite. Like and love are verbs, so they need subjects and objects. Favorite is an adjective, so it's always paired with the noun or gerund. I like jazz and I love rap, but my favorite type of music is rock. Remember, this verb is stronger than like. This shows you like this thing the most. Favorite can be followed by a noun or the phrase, type of, and a noun. More examples. She likes dancing. Peter loves swimming. Her favorite food is Italian. Italian is not a particular food, but a type of food. Football is his favorite sport. Abilities. New vocabulary. Part 1. Jump. Climb. Fly. Ride. Drive. Play. kick, throw, hit, catch, see, listen, whisper, talk, speak, shout. Abilities, new vocabulary, part 2. Carry, think, make, snowman, do, homework, remember, understand, spell, sit, stand up, walk, move, lift, work, add, subtract. What you can and can't do. Use can to talk about the things that you are able to do, such as ride a bicycle or play the guitar. Use cannot or can't for things you are not able to do. Can, cannot, can't. I can ride a bicycle. Base form of the verb. He can play the guitar. Can is always the same. It doesn't change with the subject. I can't sing rock songs. Short form of cannot. More examples. Anna can play tennis. Peter can swim. He cannot climb a tree. They can't lift the box. How to form can, cannot, can't. Subject plus can, cannot, can't plus base form object. He can, cannot, or can't ride a bicycle. Questions and short answers. To make a question using can, put can before the subject. When you answer can questions, you don't need to repeat all the words from the question. Can you ride a bicycle? Yes, I can. No, I can't. More examples. Can she speak Japanese? Yes, she can. Can we climb that mountain? Yes, we can. Can they swim? No, they can't. Can you move that chair? Yes, I can. Practice. Can you play video games? Yes, I can. Can you play chess? No, I cannot. Can you eat 77 bananas? No, I can't. Can you drink 18 cups of coffee? No, I cannot. Can you walk 24 hours? No, I can't. Can you run? Yes, I can. Can you swim? Yes, I can. Describing actions. Words such as quietly and loudly are called adverbs. They give more information about verbs, so you can use them to describe how you do something. Using adverbs often come after the verb they describe. I speak quietly. Quietly describes how I speak. He speaks loudly. Loudly describes how he speaks. More examples. Tortoises moves slowly. She sings beautifully. Horse can run quickly. I can play the piano badly. Regular and irregular adverbs. Regular adverbs. To make most adverbs, just add ly to the adjective. If the adjective ends in y, leave out the y and add ily to make the adverb. Bad, badly. Careful, carefully. Easy, easily. Drop the y and add ily. Irregular adverbs. Some adverbs are totally different to the adjective. Others are the same. These are called irregular adverbs. Good, well. The adverb is totally different to the adjective. Hard, hard. The adverb is the same as the adjective, Early, early. Adjectives ending ly don't change to become adverbs. Another way to say I do something well. If you're good at doing something, you do it well. Use a gerund or nouns after the phrase to say what you're good at. He can run well. He is good at running. You can use the gerund after good at. How to form good at, bad at. The negative form of good at is bad at. Subject plus verb, good at, bad at, plus gerund, noun. She is good at skiing. She is bad at English. More examples. Ben is good at climbing trees. Peter is good at football. I am bad at making cakes. Anna is bad at playing chess. Describing ability. Words such as quite and very are modifying adverbs. You can use them before other adverbs to give more information about how you do something. Modifying adverbs. If you do something quite well, you're okay, but not excellent at it. If you do it very or really well, you're excellent. She can ski quite well. Quite modifies the main adverb, well, and goes before it. She can ski very well. She can ski really well. More examples. Ben can climb really high. Peter can swim very well. My mother swims very well. I speak English quite well. Modifying adverbs with good at. You can also use modifying adverbs with the phrases good at and bad at. She can play golf quite well. She is quite good at playing golf. Quite modifies good at. Remember that good at and bad at are followed by a gerund. Wishes and desires. You can use I want and I would like to talk about things you want to do. You can also use their negative form to say what you would not like to do. I would like or I want. I would like is similar to I want, but I want is stronger. I want to write a book. He has a strong desire to do a thing. I would like to climb a tree. I'd like to go running. How to form I would like, I'd like. Would is a modal verb, so its form doesn't change. Subject plus modal verb plus verb plus infinitive plus object. I, you, he, she would like to go cycling. We, you, they would like to go cycling. More examples. He'd like to go to Russia. We'd like to cook dinner. I'd like to drive a sports car. He'd like to go on surfing in Bali. I would like, I want negatives. Use not after would to make the negative. Don't and doesn't go before want. I would not like to go on snowboarding. I wouldn't like to go shopping. The contracted form of would not. They don't want to go fishing. More examples. They wouldn't like to go swimming. She wouldn't like to a farmer. We don't want to eat dinner. She doesn't want to go shopping. Questions and short answers. Would you like to play chess? Would goes before the subject in a question. Yes, I would. Does he want to go to the movies? Does goes before the subject in question with want. Yes, he does. Studying. When talking about your studies, you can use I would and I want to say which subjects you would like to learn. Use adverbs to say how much you want to do them. Vocabulary. Academic subjects. Arts and design. Science, chemistry, biology, physics, geography, history, math, music, English. Really or quite. The adverb really means you want to do something a lot. Quite is less strong. I love music. I really like to study it next term. You have a strong desire to do it. I like biology. I'd quite like to study it next term. Your desire is not as strong. More examples. Anna is good at science and she'd really like to study it at college. Alex loves jazz, so he'd really like to go to that music festival. Vocabulary. Studying. Learn. Practice. Take an exam. Pass an exam. Get a degree. Today I'm wearing. Present continuous. You can use the present continuous to describe something that is happening now. It is often used to describe what people are wearing, using, or doing. The present continuous. Use the present continuous form to describe what is happening right now. Anna doesn't usually wear a dress, but today she is wearing a red dress. This is the present simple. It describes a regular action. This is the present continuous. It describes what is happening right now. How to form the present continuous. Use to be plus the present participle. This is the ing form of the verb to form the present continuous. Subject plus to be verb plus ing plus rest of the sentence. She is wearing a red dress. This is the present participle. These follow the same spelling rules as gerunds. More examples. She is walking the dog. He is washing the dishes. We are using our phones. For verbs ending in E, such as use, take off the E and add ing. They're fighting with each other. He is relaxing at the moment. I'm cutting some apples. For single-syllable words ending consonant-vowel consonant, double the final letter before adding ing. The present continuous negative. Make the negative of the present continuous by adding not after to be. Don't change the present participle. He is wearing a jacket, but he is not wearing a hat. Add not after to be to make the negative. You can use contractions too. You still use the present participle when you make the negative. How to form the present continuous negative. Subject plus negative plus to be verb plus ing plus rest of the sentence. He is not wearing a hat. More examples. He isn't walking a dog. They aren't singing well today. We aren't taking the bus today. What's happening? You can use the present continuous to ask about things that are happening now at the time of speaking. Present continuous questions. Use present continuous questions to ask about what is happening now. What is he doing? He is the subject. He is playing tennis. This action is taking place now. How to form present continuous questions. To make a question in the present continuous, swap the subject and to be. You can also add question words. Question word plus to be plus subject plus verb plus ing. What is he doing? More examples. What are they doing? What are you eating? Who is he working with? Why is she running? Common present continuous verbs. Carry, hold, clean, use. Feelings and moods. New vocabulary, part 1. Calm, relaxed, happy, confident, proud, excited, surprised, pleased, cheerful, irritated, angry, annoyed, furious, sad, unhappy. Feelings and moods. New vocabulary, part 2. Worried, lonely, scared, terrified, nervous, anxious, distracted, confused, disappointed, miserable, stressed, jealous, tired, bored, curious, grateful. Transportation. New vocabulary. Car, taxi, bus, plane, train, tram, bicycle, boat, yacht, ship, helicopter. The body, part 1. Head, hair, face, neck, cheek, chin, shoulders, ear, eye, eyebrow, eyelashes, nose, mouth, lips, teeth, tooth. The body, part 2. Chest, stomach, arm, hand, fingers, thumb, fingernail, leg, thigh, knee, skin, foot, toes, ankle, heel. Weather, part 1. Cloud, fog, ice, snow, frost, sun, drizzle, rain, hail, wind, gale, storm, thunder, lightning, hurricane, tornado, flood, dry, wet, humidity. Weather, part 2. Temperature, warm, hot, boiling, cold, freezing, rainbow, puddle. Weather adjectives. Sun, sunny, cloud, cloudy, fog, foggy, rain, rainy, snow, snowy, ice, icy, frost, frosty, wind, windy, storm, stormy. What's the weather like? To ask about the weather, say, what's the weather like? To answer, use the verb to be with the correct weather word or phrase. Talking about the weather. What's the weather like? Like is a preposition here, not a verb as it is in I like music. Okay, but there's lots of clouds. It's cloudy. Use a lot of with the noun to show the amount of clouds. More examples. Beautiful. It's really hot and sunny. Horrible. It's raining. It's wet and cold. Use the present continuous to say what is happening with the weather now. Really cold. It's snowing a lot and it's icy. There's a storm coming. It's very windy. Travel. Late. On time. Pack your bags. Luggage. Arrive at the airport. Check in. Boarding card. Flight. Security. Delay. Fly in a plane. Miss a flight. Visit a museum. go sightseeing. Hotel, hostel, apartment, arrive at a hotel, stay in a hotel. Making comparisons. A comparative adjective is used to describe the difference between two nouns. Use it before the word than to compare people, places, or things. Comparative adjectives. For most adjectives with one or two syllables, add er to make the comparative. Greece is warm. Greece is warmer than France. Add er to make the comparative. Use than after the comparative adjective. More examples. Peter is taller than Ben. Plane is faster than train. Anna is younger than Sam. Forming comparatives. There are special rules for adjectives ending in e, y, and with a single consonant. Fast, faster. Add er to most adjectives of one or two syllables. Close, closer. If the adjective ends in e, just add r. Early, earlier. For some adjectives ending in y, take off the y and add ier. Big, bigger. For single-syllable adjectives ending consonant-vowel-consonant, double the final letter and add er. Comparatives with long adjectives. For some two-syllable adjectives and those of three syllables or more, use more and than to make the comparative. This beach is beautiful. This beach is more beautiful than that one. Use more before the adjective. The adjective beautiful has three syllables, so you say more beautiful than. Use than after the adjective. How to form comparatives with long adjectives. Subject plus verb plus more plus adjective plus than plus rest of sentence. This is more beautiful than that one. More examples. Surfing is more exciting than going to the gym. This book is more exciting than that one. Flying is more expensive than traveling by car. Geographical features. Part 1. Ocean, sea, beach, island, rock, cave, waterfall, field, hill, mountain, valley, canyon, sand dune. Geographical features. Part 2. River, pond, lake, woods, jungle, forest, swamp, desert, oasis, volcano, iceberg. Making choices. Which, what, and or are all useful words to add to questions. You can use them to show whether a question is general or about specific options. Use and to ask about more than one thing, and or for choices and alternatives. Do you want to go to France or Russia? France. Use or if there is a choice. Do you want to go to Germany and Paris? Yes, I do. Use and to join two things in one question. More examples. Would you like tea and cake? Do you have a dog and a cat? Would you like tea or coffee? Do you want to play golf or tennis? Using large numbers. You usually write numbers larger than 100 in figures. To say them, add and in front of the number signified by the last two digits, such as 110. Large numbers. You can say 100 or 100. Both are correct. Don't add s to hundred, thousand, or million. 100, 200, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000,000, 4,000,000. More examples. 2,976, 54,045, 297,305, 1,283,000. The calendar. Day, week, month, year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Past events. Past simple. Some verbs are regular in the past simple. You can use a lot of them to talk about the past week, the last year, or your life. Their past simple forms ends in ed. Regular verbs in the past simple. The past simple describes events that happened in the past. The past simple forms of regular verbs end in ed. The negative uses did not plus the base form. I visited Peter last week. The verb ends in ed. He didn't play football last night. How to form regular verbs in the past simple. The past forms of most verbs do not change with the subject. Use the past simple of do plus the base verb to form negative statements. I, you, we, they, he, she, it played tennis last night. Use the same form for all subjects. I, you, we, they, he, she, it didn't play tennis last night. The past form of do not is did not or didn't. Use the base form of the main verb. More examples. He walked to the office. She didn't walk downtown. Did they work late? Questions are formed using did plus subject plus the base form of the verb. We didn't watch TV today. Past abilities. Can, could. In the past simple, can becomes could. You often use it to talk about things you could do in the past but can't do now. Could for past abilities. Use could to talk about an ability you once had. You can use when plus a time setting to say when you had the ability. I cannot climb trees now, but I could when I was younger. You can use the present simple for contrast. Was the past form of the verb to be. The statement can be positive using could or negative using couldn't. It doesn't change with the subject. Set the time frame with a phrase about an age, day, or year. More examples. When I was a student, I could study all nights before an exam. I couldn't go to China last year because it was too expensive. When Peter was 8, he could play the guitar. New vocabulary. Entertainment. Movie. TV show. Novel. News. Newspaper. Comedy. Science fiction. Thriller. Documentary. Horror. Action movie. Romance. Crime. Hero. Director. Actor. Plot. Irregular past verbs. In the past simple, some verbs are irregular. Their past simple forms are not formed using the normal rules and sometimes look very different from the infinitive forms. Irregular verbs in the past simple. I often go to the movies. Go is the present simple. I went last night, but I didn't go last week. Went is the past simple of go. To make the negative, use didn't with the base form. More examples. They had a great vacation. I came to the USA in 2015. He didn't have any classes today. You didn't come to the party. Irregular verbs, questions in the past simple. Use the past simple of do plus the base verb form to ask a question. They bought a new car. In the statement, the main verb is in the past simple. Did they buy a new car? Did is in the main verb past simple of do in its base form. She saw a movie last night. Did she see a movie last night? More examples. Did they have a good time? Did they read a book on the beach? Did she read Meet Her Friends last week? Did he go to the gym? Top irregular verbs, Part 2. Say, said, said. Make, made, made. Go, went, gone. Take, took, taken. Come, came, come. See, saw, seen. Know, knew, known. Get, got, got. Give, gave, given. Find, found, found. Think, thought, thought. Tell, told, told. Become, became, become. Show, showed, shown. Leave, left, left. Top irregular verbs, Part 3. Feel, felt, felt. Put, put, put. Bring, brought, brought. Begin, began, begun. Keep, kept, kept. Hold, held, held. Write, wrote, written. Stand, stood, stood. Hear, heard, heard. Let, let, let. Mean, meant, meant. Set, set, set. Meet, met, met. Run, ran, run. Top irregular verbs, Part 4. Paid, paid. Sit, sat, sat. Speak, spoke, spoken. Lie, lay, lain. Lead, led, led. Read, read, read. Grow, grew, grown. Lose, lost, lost. Fall, fell, fallen. Send, sent, sent. Build, built, built. Understand, understood, understood. Top irregular verbs, Part 5. Draw, drew, drawn. Break, broke, broken. Spend, spent, spent. Cut, cut, cut. Rise, rose, risen. Drive, drove, driven. Buy, bought, bought. Wear, wore, worn. Choose, chose, chosen. Asking about the past. You can make questions in the past simple using did. This is useful for asking about past events, such as travel and vacations. Yes, no questions in the past simple. Use the auxiliary verb did to make questions in the past simple that have yes or no answers. Did you have a good vacation? Did goes before the subject. Yes, we went to France. Did you visit a museum? The verb after did goes in its base form. No, we didn't. Use did or didn't for short answers. More examples. Did you see any tigers? Yes, I did. Did they buy any ice cream? Yes, they did. Did he stay in a hotel? No, he didn't. Did doesn't change with the subject. Did we bring enough money with us? No, we didn't. How to form yes or no questions in the past simple. Did plus subject plus verb plus object. Did you visit a museum? Applying for a job. If you want to find a job, you need to understand the English words and phrases used in advertisements and on recruitment websites. Vocabulary applying for a job. Look for a job. Resume. Apply for a job. Have an interview. Get the job. Start the job. Vocabulary words in your resume. Qualification. Work experience. Hobby. Interest. In the workplace. Customer. Boss. Manager. Salary. Pay. Staff. Company. Part-time. Full-time. Someone. Anyone. Everyone. Use indefinite pronouns such as anyone, someone, and everyone to refer to a person or a group of people without explaining who they are. Anyone, someone. Use someone or somebody to refer to a person in a positive statement, and anyone or anybody for a question or a negative statement. Did anyone call me this morning? You can also use anybody. Both words mean any person. Yes, someone called you at 8 o'clock. More examples. Someone is working late. Did anyone buy a gift for Mr. Sam? Somebody left this letter on the desk. I didn't give anybody your name. The statement is negative, so use anybody or anyone. Everyone, no one. Use everyone or everybody to refer to the whole group in a statement or question. No one or nobody means none of the group. Why is there no one in the office? No one is written as two words. Everyone is at the big meeting. Use the singular form of the verb after everyone and everybody. Going out. Nightclub, art gallery, concert, circus, restaurant, bar, menu, waiter, waitress, bill, ballet, opera, band, festival, musician. Animals, Part 1. Insect, fish, bird, bear, rhino, camel, lion, tiger, elephant, monkey, giraffe, kangaroo, bull, cow, mouse. Animals, Part 2. Rat, eagle, snake, lizard, frog, shark, whale, dolphin, crab, octopus, turtle, crocodile, bee, fly, spider, butterfly. Making predictions. Future simple. You can use the verb will to talk about future events in English. The future with will. Use will to say what you think will happen in the future when you don't have firm evidence for your prediction. That movie is great. They will love it. You think the other people will love the movie, but you don't have firm evidence. More examples. Anna will like a new house. It's nice. I will not get home before midnight. In negative sentences, not goes between will and the base form of the verb. They'll enjoy their holiday in Russian. In spoken English, you normally use the contracted form of will. It'll rain every day in summer. He won't be late for work this year. You can also say he'll not, but won't is more common in US English. She will be really angry when she'll find out. Giving advice. Should. If someone has a problem, one of the ways that you can give advice is by using the modal verb should. Should to give advice. Should shows that you think this is the best thing to do. It's very sunny. You should wear a hat. Should comes before the advice. More examples. It can rain. You should take an umbrella. The ice is on the roads. You shouldn't drive tonight. For a negative, add not between should and the main verb. You're sick. You shouldn't go to work. Should not can be shortened to shouldn't. Are you struggling to speak English? Do you feel like you just don't have time to learn a new language? Well, now you can learn English in just under 1 minute a day with 1 Minute English. Our fully animated videos are short, informative, and engaging. With 1 Minute English, you'll gain the confidence to speak English in any situation. Sign up for 1 Minute English today and start speaking English like a pro in just 1 minute a day.